Little message going out to folks in Maui County. A heart goes out to you from Kauai, and the reports that we're hearing about the government turning people back and supplies not being able to reach those folks are heartbreaking. One thing I learned during Kauai's disaster relief efforts as a first responder was exactly the same thing. Had we just stood by and waited for the government, it would have been days before they mobilized, and we would have potentially suffered greater loss of life. And while a fire is not a flood, the response to a disaster should be the same. And it appears that FEMA and the state of Hawaii learned nothing from their engagement with us on Kauai. Maui guys, you gotta mobilize and you gotta take care of yourselves. You can't depend on the government. You gotta just plow through and make it happen. Get those supplies to those people one way or the other, by boat, by airdrop, organize with the folks on the inside, bypass the roadblock, make a convoy, and get it done. Because if you wait for the government, they're going to drag their feet using every excuse in the book, including your safety, the fact that they want to remove those folks whose lives were taken, no more water, no more energy or electricity. And we know that the human endurance can overcome these burdens. And we also know that without the essential supplies making its way in immediately, the death toll and the recovery will drag on for days. Days and days and days longer than it's necessary. Had our community in Kauai not immediately, we mobilized. We got trucks, boats, tractor trailers, bulldozers, all of the above, water, food, anything and everything kind of supplies, from rakes, lamp oil, shovels, gloves, toilet paper, body wash. Within 12 hours, our organization that I was working for, that initially spearheaded the initial relief effort, we had it down. We had it going. There were bulldozers clearing the road. There were boats taking donations into the affected areas of Wainiha, and organically their community got together, and the other nonprofit organizations on island got together. It was 3 days before the government finally showed up. And when they showed up, they tried to stop us and told us we can't do what we were doing, that they have to assess the situation. They never once came to any of the people who were on the ground to get an assessment report within the first 48 hours, 72 hours. We didn't see any government officials, any road workers, any FEMA officials, any Coast Guard officials. Like I said, 72 hours. And it's going to be pretty much the same thing for Maui. So we're telling Maui folks, we're suggesting that Maui folks just bypass the government right now. They'll come, and they'll come with their money, and they'll come with their assistance. But in the meantime, if you guys just don't bypass those guys, and you just don't drive right through in a convoy, and you don't just get on a boat with your supplies and drop them off on shore and organize with the folks in the affected area. It'll be days. It will be days. Your loved ones' bodies will be laying there for days. You won't have electricity, power, food, gasoline for days. And you guys are going to suffer more than you need to. So we're encouraging you guys over there on Maui, just bypass the government. Don't wait for them. Round up your supplies. Get the convoy going. Drive right through the sheriff's trucks or whoever they stay there. Go around them. You guys know how. You've done it before. Kukia'i mauna this situation and get it done. We don't need any more suffering than has already happened due to the government's inefficiency. Malama pono, you guys.